Well, here we go, episode 1. Some guys asked about the formalities and certain informations and what one's task. Let's suppose you have a task and your training always involves the tools in your profession or your assignment. So whenever people ask you this question, they ask me, and I say, hey, the capabilities are all in one person's tools. Your number one tool, by the way, is not between your legs, son. It's between your ears. So what's between your ears is important. That's your biggest tool. Then you choose the tools and the accessories that's involved with the use of such a tool, if you understand what I mean. The tools are your little hand tools. That's why they call them hand tools, because they're tools for your hands, not for your brain, see? So you have to get around tools. What's your essential tools that you would need in the requirements of your task, which means what task are you willing to accept? Changing the oil on a vehicle, changing a tire, changing a spark plug, mechanical aspects. What is the biggest mechanical aspect going on around you? Is it your house? Do you need a ladder? Do you need a rope? Do you need a safety harness? Yada, yada, yada. Are you willing to go cut down a tree? Your tools. Whenever you stay pretty much in a fixed position, such as a house or a mobile home or an RV, then everything has to fit the occasion. And as far as I know, most of the people I see need to clear some of that shit out their garage so their actual vehicle will fit in there. So the fact of the matter is it's your tools. And a lot of people, they don't have or don't have any familiarities in their tools. So we'll go to that subject and we'll call it, let's just go paragraph 1, chapter 1. If you can't move it, if you cannot carry it, and if you do not desire to carry it, and you can't move it, but you have it, if you understand. It means that it winds up in the back of the closet somewhere. It winds up under the carport. You have it, but you don't. It's immobile. If you had to go mobile, if you had to mobilize, you don't want to sit in a fixed environment. Part of my background is when I was a child, I was around all these officers and soldiers, and I think I've been infected. But the fact of the matter is if it is not useful to you, then it is deemed, it's excess. It's excessiveness. Most of the time, you just want to focus in on your environment. What kind of an environment could evolve? And the tools necessary to maintain that environment and see it through. You have to be familiar with your tools and your repairs and everything you got going on up here in this big tool you got sitting in the skull up there. That's your biggest tool. Your biggest wrench is right here. But what does this wrench require to get things done? Do I need a shovel? Do I need a rake? What do you need in that moment of time when life gets the worst it can get? You're in the worst situation that you could possibly ever be put in your whole entire life. The worst. Let's just go with the worst first. Let's get that one over with. In the worst situation, have not only, you hear me? The only equipment you better have on your body better be everything that you can carry and go the distance. The bigger this tool becomes, the less all these tools piled up on that back and all this gear and essentials. You learn how to travel with necessity. If it's necessary, then accusation. Accusation is not what some people think. Accusation comes back into what I'm telling you about your big tool up there between your ears. Is the knowledge. Somebody could say, hey, here's the keys to a fucking helicopter. Hot shot. Now what you gonna do? The batteries are dead. Oh shit. It ain't got no fuel in it. Shit. But I got the keys and there ain't nothing wrong with it. What do you do? Here's a car that has an ignition and a battery and gas in the tank. Ready to drive. Can you get it started without the key? When you want to put yourself out there in an extreme environment, in this environment, this urban environment, it's all about the urban knowledge. It's all about how you are going to prepare yourself for that moment. If you think in your mind and you're in a situation or you're in a geographical location to where you feel more comfortable with your surroundings, you could be mistaken. The fact of the matter is even in the worst environment, nothing lasts forever. So you have to understand that. If your position that you're going to hold down for a while, be it out in whatever, you're dug in. Nothing lasts forever. If it's an extreme, you might have to have a couple of extra buckets of beans, if you know what I mean, sitting up inside your closet somewhere. But if you think things are going to last forever, you're sadly mistaken. Like not to go off the deep ends of discussions, but to say that maybe people should consider the fact that extras, if you don't got extras on, hold on a minute, I got 3 flat tires on my vehicle. Well, hold on a minute. Do you have a set of extra tires for your vehicle sitting in your property somewhere? Don't sit them outside. Keep them in the shade and keep them up off the ground without any air in them. If you want to store a vehicle, put it up on jack stands, keep the tires off the ground, let all the air out of the tires. But the fact of the matter is you have to consider power generations systems. You have to understand that back in the day, when people showed up on the northern coast of this country, I just heard this conversation. I wasn't part of the conversation, but whenever settlers first showed up, what the fuck did they do? Yes, exactly. They built a fucking environment. They built a fucking power plant. They built a fucking smelting mill to make fucking iron. They built all these things. They made all of these things. They trimmed all. They cut trees. They made wood. They built houses. They built structures. You know, all that. Chiseled stone. Some of my older related people, they had stone quarries. They chiseled out limestone out of the ground with hammers and chisels and that little brain up there. The accusation of necessities in repairing sustainability of your environment. I mean, what I'm saying is you have to have your shit in order. If you say, hey, I'm going to try to hunker down, I'm not going to go anywhere, I'm just going to hunker down. What's inside the perimeter of your hunker? You know? What you got inside that circle? What you got? How many vehicles do you have? Do you have tractors? Do you have riding lawnmowers? You have mowers, push mowers, weed eaters, accusations. It's a weed eater today, it's a motorcycle tomorrow. Go back and watch the video. The fact of the matter is your mechanical abilities, you know, that depends on what you got up there in that big tool up there between your ears. If you, like, part of my training, rotor aircraft engines, transmissions, controls. If you think I can't tell you every nut and bolt on one of them, then I ain't got time. The fact of the matter is never underestimate zombie to say that, oh, shit, I can build them, I can come up with shit to make them run when the shit that I'm putting on it may not even fucking, it's not even from that motherfucker. It just come off of something over there some fucking where. But it works. Don't fix it unless it's broke. But the capabilities of rotor aircraft piloting. See, whenever you work on a fucking race car, obviously you better be knowing how to fucking drive this fucking thing. Or a motorcycle, you know. I know guys that can't even go to they can't even pull their fucking motorcycle up in their own fucking driveway and change their own fucking oil on a fucking motorcycle. Can you believe that? It's got to go back to the dealership. It's time for its oil change. The truck, the car, the motorcycle, you know. So in that worst situation, you say, hey, wake the fuck up. Did you know that the fucking dealership don't even fucking exist anymore? And AutoZone's not going to be open for a while. You hear that one? And the gas stations, you know, they don't work or they're shut down and they got motherfucking armored up. They got motherfuckers sitting around saying, nope, nobody's getting no fucking gas because it's all ours. You ever think about that? You're going to come over here in my gas station that I paid for this fucking gas down in those fucking tanks with your little fucking pew-pews, and you think you're going to take my fucking gas? I don't fucking think so. Because I'll rock your goddamn world with a fucking rotor aircraft before you even think about getting there. You see, people don't think about that shit. They, I'm thinking what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. No. You're not being wise in your decisions if something's going to put your ass on a rail. The fact of the matter is you have to be inside you're capable of your mechanical abilities. If you refuse to have a mechanical ability, you say, fuck it, I don't know how to work on this, I don't know how to fix this, I don't know how to use this, I don't know how this fucking shit works. Stay the fuck away from me, pal. Get familiar with your surroundings. Make sure that you have not only, see, this is the one that gets people. See that little owner's manual inside your glove box on your vehicle? It ain't going to tell you shit about how to change a starter, how to repair a starter, how to fucking make a fucking battery. See that little fucking thing? That says, here's where your fucking fuse is, and this is how you fucking start your car, and this is how you turn your radio on, and it's all about locations of the controls, and passenger compartments, and familiarity with what, hold on, one little bitty fucking, one little chapter of all about that motherfucker that you're driving around in, and you just got that little motherfucker right here just gonna say, there's where the fucking key goes. There's the brake pedal, there's the fucking gas pedal, let's go. Get the fucking complete manual, you know, the shop manual. Not the fucking one you show. They show that shit down there at O'Reilly's on the shelf, you know, where it's got that little fucking book on fucking, it covers certain fucking years. It's going to tell you how to fix the timing chain. It's going to tell you, oh, how much torque goes on a bolt. It's going to tell you the little familiarities of that function of that vehicle. The hows of all of it comes inside of a shop manual. Some of the later models, they may not even have an available complete shop manual on it, but you don't have to have a shop manual on everything. But if you plan on driving it and operating it and using it like a tractor, you see, or any of that, have the manual, the paper manual, not the downloadable version on a CD-ROM. I mean, what the fuck? Books are heavy. And it goes back to what I was saying. Don't have the things around you that you essentially, it's useless to you. If it don't work, it's useless. It's useless. It can sit out there for days and not do you a bit of good, and all you needed to know was where to put something, and then it would have done you all the good in the world then, right? And I get that from people sometimes, you know, they say, God damn it. They say, what the fuck? I said, well, I just came up with it. They say, well, how'd you come up with it? That's because somebody didn't fucking want it. They said, what was wrong with it? I said, this right here, and I fixed it, bang, it's working. See? And I've had that in my lifetime to where somebody just gets, God damn, I wouldn't even fucking got rid of it if I'd knew that was fucking what it was. How much did you sell that thing for? No, get the fuck away from me. The fact of the matter is, have your tools in order. Have the tools required to work on the vehicles that or equipment that you own. Every tool that you think it would take to take that little fucking riding lawnmower apart. Every nut, bolt, washer, keyway, plug, whatever the fuck it is. You'd be surprised how it would fit and a small box. You see, I have 2 tool bags, 1 toolbox on my truck. I can take my whole entire truck completely apart and repair wiring issues also in 2 little tool bags and 1 little toolbox inside that vehicle. See, it stays with the vehicle, it rides with the vehicle, it goes everywhere the vehicle goes. It always has an extra fuse, it always has an extra sections of pieces of wire, it has connectors, it has all this little stuff inside 1 toolbox, a little small toolbox, and 2 little bags, about the size of money bags. It's called wrenches and tools. The shop manual to the vehicle, I don't have one. Sorry. I don't practice what I preach, because I'm just saying it's right here. I'm not only the mechanic and the service technician for my vehicle, because I think it's just complete fraud to have to go up here to an oil change place or a fucking Firestone dealership to see why I can't get my goddamn spark plugs changed. Sorry. Different folks for different strokes for different folks, I suppose, but the fact of the matter is, every tool that's required to do any task on my vehicle is in my vehicle. It comes with a toolkit, see, like the cars used to. Cars used to come with some little toolkits in the trunk. See, does your car have a toolkit in the trunk? I mean, does it come with a toolkit? These nice new fancy little Rubbermaid piece of shit plastic bastards that they're fucking selling you for fucking 4 or 5 times what they're even fucking actually fucking worth? Really? Do they even have a toolbox? A little toolkit? I get it. If you open up the fuse panel, they got that little plastic fucking fuse puller in there. I mean, check me. Think I'm lying to you. Pop the fuse panel on your car and look at that little plastic panel and see if there ain't none of these little plastic piece of shit fuse pullers, so you can change the fuse. But you have to read the owner's manual to know how to use that motherfucker, right? I'm sorry. Woo! So anyhow, I'm not going to kick anybody in the balls deliberately. It may happen. I'm sorry, accidents happen on the field. You know, you playing football and somebody kicks you in that nuts. That's why you got that thing on there. It's still going to sting a little bit. But the fact of the matter is if you own that vehicle and you consider yourself a prepper, this is part of the prepper. Every tool required to work on that vehicle, extra fuses, extra fan belt, extra coolant, extra thermostat, you know, the little things that's going to kick you in your fucking teeth later and probably in your nuts later is because you don't have that specific item. Here's why. It means that somebody says, "Hey Rob, what do you think's wrong with it?" I say, "Well, this is wrong with it. You got one of these?" Yeah, I do got one of them." I'm like, "Okay, let's have it." Boom. See, you're done. Knowledge is to be shared. I mean, if somebody's got something going on, I say, "Hey, this is kind of my speculations on this." Boom. Your little things. Your car has a spare tire. Does it have a spare fan belt? Even if you take it up here to some guy and he says, "Hey, it needs a fan belt," and you say, "Good, there's one in the trunk." See how that works? The little things. Things that make that thing go down the road from point A to point B and then actually make it back to point A again. See, that's that return trip. I keep spare fuel on my truck. I keep spare oil on my truck. I keep spare brake fluid on my truck. And brakes, you know, the brake pads, brake lines, all that stuff. it's in top condition. I replaced that, stainless brake lines. I mean, it's an arduous task on an F-250 four-wheel drive. It just is. It's a pain in the ass, but it's all there. It's got my sign of seal of approval on it. But that's not to be expected with everybody. I get it. I mean, who the hell wants to go through that? The fact of the matter is have your tools in order. The tool sizes, socket sizes, the wrench sets that it actually takes to take apart the internal mechanical operations of a fucking engine. I keep it behind my seat in one toolbox and two little tool bags about the size of money bags. That's what I got. I keep some pliers and a crescent wrench in the driver's side compartment on the door, just for quick in and out things. Utility knife, pliers, needle nose, end nippers, set of dikes, a hammer, right there on the door. Because I gotta get out, I gotta go around this motherfucker, and if I need something, it's a quick thing, it's in and out. I got a wire across the road. You see? I got an obstruction. Or I have an accusation. Either way, you do find things. So, the fact of the matter is whatever your thoughts when you're driving, I mean, it's everybody's first thing they want to do is man up, poke that fucking chest out, say, I'll keep my shit in my truck. Well, why don't you keep it in the toilet? No, I keep my shit in my truck. I'm like, man, I don't think I even want to ride in your truck with that shit in there like that. What else you got in that fucking truck? Sir, are you intoxicated on an artificial stimulant? Anything going on in there I need to know about? Sir, I need to see some ID. Dipshit. So anyhow, keep your tools in order. I mean, it's real easy. I mean, your fucking deadbolt on your fucking front door requires a screwdriver. But it could require an Allen head. Recommendations on Allen head sets that are in the pocket knife, folding knife order, where they fold up and tuck away. They make them both in metric and standard, and they'll both fit in your leg pocket on your pants if you needed them. They're small, but they're very effective. And I suggest Torx. Get your Torx bits too. Same order. I got one order of Torx that fold up, fold and set. And I've got standard and metric Allen heads fold up. And I can put them all in my pockets, man. And you'd be amazed. A set of pliers, some needle nose, and a crescent wrench, and some vice grips. Vice grips are essential in my life and in my work. It's because some fucktard, you gotta understand that. Don't expect for you not to be a fucktard, and you just don't have to have none, because you don't fuck up like that. I wouldn't fucking have that. The fucking fact of the matter is get you a set of flat jaw and round jaw. Flat jaw and round jaw, good made. It'll have that name on there, right on the handle. Vice grip. It ain't the little rubber, pretty ones. It's just a set of fucking chrome coated. It's got a nickel coat, steel. Vice grip. Flat and round grip. Both that. You'd be amazed. You can turn a plumbing pipe. A galvanized steel plumbing pipe, you can turn it with some vice grips and tighten it up and untighten it if you know what you're doing. You can take a lug nut off of something that just goddamn fucking ain't coming off. I got a flat, but I can't get that motherfucker off there. Here's another thing I recommend. Good hammer. Don't go outside your means. Little 1 pound, 2 pound hammer. You know, keep it in there. Go to the place and get you one good, hard, steel, cold chisel. I mean a chisel. Get a real chisel. Don't get that Home Depot bullshit. Go somewhere where you can get an actual chisel. A chisel and a hammer, see, works miracles on mechanical environment. Trust me. You can use it to bump a nut loose. There's all kinds of uses for these tools, but the tools that are self and they're compact is what I'm trying to tell you. They're compact. Like I said, inside the cab of my vehicle, I don't use the back seat. I don't want no passengers. I ride alone. I got the tools inside that truck to stay inside my needs, my necessities. You gotta understand that. In your necessities, what you feel like you might be requiring, and the things that you want to have in your fucking hand when that moment comes. I got plenty of these pew-pews. Big deal. But you ain't got something to get that motherfucking what? Fixed. What? What do you mean? The truck don't start. Hold on a minute. How you gonna start this fucking truck up? It's got a fucking hole through the goddamn fucking cylinder head on it. Really? Yeah, you got your hey, you got any tools around here? You got a spare gasket set for that specific vehicle? You know, I see these guys, they go out to pull the parts, take a cylinder head off of an engine. But you go take that cylinder head and go put it back on that other engine, and you ain't even got a gasket set to your vehicle. You're just a fucking, we're talking about prepping a gasket set for that engine. Comes very cheap, considering. Even if you have to take it to a mechanic and they say, well, I'm going to have to get this gasket set for it. I have to special order that gasket set. It will. And you call them back in about 2 days and you still ain't got your shit, and you say, what about it? Well, I ain't got that gasket set in yet, so we'll try to get to it as quick as we can. Meanwhile, you can pay attention to all these mechanic shops, how they got all them fucking cars out there in the fucking lot, and they all just kind of seem to keep sitting there. I give you 2 symbols for that. One's a circle, one's a stick, and it goes, Ain't that right, man? Shit, I'm gonna employ some knife hands for you if you're watching this crazy ass video. Take it up the ass. Know about the shit that you're fucking operating. You're the pilot, you know, you're gonna be the pilot. That's my truck, that's my 4-wheeler, that's my motorcycle, that's my. Well, can you fix your motherfucking shit? You got extra gaskets set for it? You got parts on that fucking rig? What about the wrenches? How the fuck do you gonna take this motherfucker apart and fix something on this motherfucker if you ain't got nothing but a set of goddamn wire pliers back there in your fucking tool shed behind your house? Come on. Prepper or not prepper, you know? Are you a prepper? Are you prepared for your worst moment? Be prepared for that worst moment if it ever get there. Your worst moment's not going to be somebody, oh, there's somebody over there shooting somebody out, shooting something going on over there. Wait a minute, Harvey. The fucking car's not moving, the truck's not starting, the four-wheeler ain't going. Something fucking going on there, but you're too fucking busy thinking about something's coming to fucking get you to be able to get the fuck away from it, right? If that moment should occur. You fail to fucking make your fucking plan, then plan on fucking failing. It's on you. That's how it is. In the real world. That's how it actually works. Don't sit back and kid yourself because, oh, I got plenty of food stored up in my closet. Really? You got food. You got pew-pews. That's all you need. Where's your skills at? You got any skills, son? You ever heard that before? You got any skills, son? Son, what the fuck am I talking to here? What the fuck am I? Who the fuck? Son. You ever been told that? By some hard-ass motherfucking crusty old fucking colonel. Says, son, I think the fucking better part of you must run down your motherfucking mom's leg on the way out the goddamn back room down there at the goddamn bar. Right? Get your shit in fucking gear. Don't you tell me about your motherfucking vehicle. Don't you tell me about your fucking weapons. Don't you tell me about your fucking shit, son. Who the fuck do you think you are? Whenever you have to fucking face your fucking worst moment, be prepared. Prepare your vehicles, prepare your transportations, prepare everything, and be able to repair it. Don't prep it. Know something about it. If I hand you the keys to a helicopter like I said, I say, here, son, I need you to get this thing cranked up, get it prepped, get it fucking inspected, get this motherfucker, let's get this motherfucker off the fucking ground, boy. Do it. Sir, I can't. Why? I don't know how to. Okay, then shut the fuck up. What the fuck am I even doing talking to you any fucking way? Get somebody up here that knows something about this shit. That's the next thing in order, you know. Who inside your fucking circle knows these fucking things? Who is willing to put their fucking ass on the fucking line and say, here, I know this fucking shit, this could be life or this could be fucking death. We're gonna get this fucking Honda fucking Civic fucking started, sir. Do you? Do you really? What do you do? I mean, in this worst moment, how do you react? What's your reaction's going to be? Based on the people around you and their predictabilities or their verbal, what they're saying, you know, the real. Keep it fucking real. Shit goes down. Fuck your lights, fuck your water, fuck your toilet fucking flushing, fuck you. What you gonna do? Oh, I live out here, I live back out here somewhere where I can protect myself. Oh, you can protect yourself, son. I'm gonna tell you something. I plucked little doom coon motherfucking camel jockey motherfuckers off shit out there in the goddamn fucking urban jungle, son. Think I can't march my ass in there and fucking extract your ass. You gotta keep that attitude. The fact of the matter is Be prepared. Be prepared. And if you want to have people inside your little circle, they better have their fucking asses prepared. You motherfuckers better be all down there rehearsing all this shit as we fucking speak sometimes. Who's fucking, anybody go to rehearsal? Yeah, do you rehearse together? You associate yourself as, we gonna do this. We who? These motherfuckers can't even fucking get to your fucking, they can't even get down the motherfucking close to the fucking road that they got to get on to go to all the way to fuck down fucking through this fucking shit to even come up to your fucking door and say, hey, I'm here. Whew. God damn. You see the shit's going on out there? You know. Now, who is prepared? The tools around you are important. Everything that you call a necessity in that moment should be in working order. You know, you want to go ride around in a blazing red truck in broad daylight or at fucking night, help your fucking self, man. You know what I mean? Here I am. Here I am. That's that here I am shit. I'm putting my motherfucking camo on. I'm gonna fucking bug the fuck out, motherfucker. Go ahead. You know what kind of reaction you get out of people in a crowd when you're wearing some kind of goddamn fatigues? Huh? You ever think about that? Part of some of the training that was involved in certain things in certain industries required that people wear a uniform. Why? It's because you don't know a person other than their uniform. They step outside them uniforms, you don't know who the fuck they are. They could be any fucking body. Who knows? Right? You want to look like that? Go right the fuck ahead. You're a target. Infrared says you're a target. I can prove it, see. I'd take you out at 3,000 fucking yards at night. Alone. See, that's how it works. Things that can see inside your fucking house. Things that can see you. Things that can see your dog and your chickens and your fucking goats and whatever you got walking around. They can see that. It's a cold, hard fact. They can shut your fucking communications down, both open wave and digital communicators. See? Damn, I bought this off the fucking shelf down there at fucking Walmart, or I ordered this fucking digital fucking walkie-talkie or fucking open wave fucking communicator off fucking land, blah, fucking shut the fucking blah up. You think outside your fucking circle about all that fucking shit that lies outside of that. Then you might come to fucking terms. Have the fucking tools, necessities to create accusation. You want to run in some kind of little unit, you better keep your unit tight. You're not in the desert. You're not in this fucking baka-laka fucking street shit no more. If you put yourself in that moment inside this country and you say, hey, I have got to be prepared for this. The preparedness of that is being a soldier. I don't care. Soldier. You're a soldier, your wife's a soldier, your fucking kids are soldiers. Everybody's got to be a fucking soldier at that fucking worst fucking moment, but who the fucking hell wants to walk around like that? Well, I'm gonna tell you. Like I said, when I was a young kid, I was raised by soldiers. Somehow it just kind of got in my fucking head. It doesn't make me not a great fucking person. I mean, if I can't be your fucking friend, I'm not gonna be your fucking enemy, you know. Fuck you. Be prepared with your gear. If you have a vehicle, be prepared to say, okay, if this fucking something fucking happens, if this fucking vehicle leaves me stranded on the side of a fucking road with my 2 fucking feet, what the fuck am I gonna do? And somebody says, well, I'm gonna keep me a fucking pack in the fucking trunk. Well, that's a good thought. That's an excellent thought. That is the thought. The fact of the matter is if there's something inside this fucking car that requires this fucking car be repaired, and it's inside your fucking big tool up here, bam, no problem. Just gonna have to ride that motherfucker on a wheel. Something's gonna have to fucking give. But this motherfucker is going down this fucking road, and I'm gonna try to keep it what? Quiet. I see people out here all the time, man. It's fucking that shit is a fucking bam. It's got the big ass fucking diesel trucks and them old noisy ass dual exhaust and all of it. Oh yeah. It's a good one. Put your fucking generator on a fixed position to where it can be, there it is, it's on. Don't, well, I guess shit, fucking the lights is out, get the fucking extension cord, let's get that fucking generator out here. Well, hold on a minute, let's see if this starts, come on, oh, pull the choke out, you know. Is the ignition on? All that old bullshit that goes on in them conversations. Why fucking have these motherfucking things around you if you don't know, hey, there it is. That's my plan. Will it start? The cord, you know, it's ready. It's sitting right there. It's undercover. I start that motherfucker up. I don't go move it. I don't go drag it. I don't fucking nothing. I'm going to start that motherfucker up right there. See? The fact of the matter is in that moment, time could be of an essence. It means bring yourself to that moment. If you have a generator and you say, well, I just keep the generator around in case the fucking storm knocks the fucking electricity out, and maybe there's a neighbor right here close to me or something says, hey, you know, I could charge this up or something, you know. I'm gonna guarantee you, because I have absolutely no fucking need for power generation. Trust me. I don't have that in my circle. I don't have my communicators up my ass. I don't have refrigerators full of garbage. You know, I don't have all this desire some people have, you know. It's good. It's good. As long as you can get away with it. But in your worst moment, let's talk about that worst moment again, and then I'm going to try to bring this little whatever it is to an end, and just say, you know, get yourself prepared, you know, don't think about, you know, if you're too busy thinking about what the worst thing could be and what the worst possible outcome could be and what the steps may be involved to accomplish a better perspective of what could be. You have to get used to that. You have to say, well, okay, guess I ain't gonna be no motherfucking drugstore around down there no more for fucking couple fucking years, or who fucking knows what could happen, really, you know. Get your fucking mind out of the tabloids and following what may be going on in certain fucking industries of news. I mean, if you think for a moment that this is what it's going to take. Oh, hold on a minute. So if you stop fucking watching the news and everybody got $1 million worth of gold and everything else happened and it was all rainbows and festivals, would you be prepared? Would you be prepared to say, okay, I've got this, and I've got this, and this is all there is this. This runs out, there is no more of this. Or you take it to the mechanic and you say, hey, what can you do to fix this thing? Well, I'm going to need this and I'm going to need this and hold on, like he's only got the fucking muscle. How the fuck is he going to come up with all this other shit if there ain't nothing to come up with? If it ain't already there? Who is that fucking engineer that says, hey, I know this will work on there? I know it ain't for that, but this will work on that. This will get it going. So, all I'm going to leave with that is called, get it going, you know? Get this shit fucking going. I mean, that's all it can be. I mean, you got all this fucking time on your hands to think about fucking whatever it is you think about during your fucking day, but you don't have time to think about those little easy things. Like I'm just saying, you know. The mechanical aspects of things require the tools, the parts, and the premises to fucking repair in a pinch. So, anyways, hope everybody has a great day. And till the next video, Zombie Force.